Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Hello.
No, sorry, I shouldn't have asked that question because that's a rhetorical question. You can't answer it, can you?
I can
Please?
answer it though. I mean, I thought
Yeah, you can. Yeah, how are you, Dad?
you were looking at me when you said it, but
It's
I
true.
mean,
I can't keep away from your silky blue eyes.
well, now you've put me off.
We're going to be making love in a matter of minutes now.
Well, we've got at least 10 minutes before we can get to that. So
Yep.
let's get on with the podcast this week.
Welcome to podcast 4. It's a month. We've had a month of podcasting. It's our 1 month anniversary.
Although technically, I mean, in terms of the length of the podcast, if you put all of them back to back, it's probably about as long as one podcast that we normally
Yeah,
do.
if that. Yeah, that's true. And it's a beautiful sunny day outside. We've just been swimming with each other, and we're going to go out to the cinema later on, and then maybe do some dancing.
Yeah, it depends how good the film is, really.
Yep. And what kind of film we see as well.
We've totally. I mean, I'm the only one I know. I want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean, but hey, I understand.
I heard that was based on a computer game called Doom 3.
No, it was Sid Meier's Pirates.
Right. Yes, that's it. Anyway, should we go into the cook chase?
Let's see what news we've got this week.
Okay, we've got the podcast news. That was exciting. That's what we will have that every week. I shouldn't have mentioned that. More important, another podcast. Chuck Jordan.
Chuck Jordan.
On the Gordon's alive.
Chuck Jordan was on a PC Gamer podcast talking about LucasArts and Telltale, and then there was the news about someone found a Flash game on the internet that had a remix of the Monkey Island music.
By someone called Cooper.
Yeah.
It was pretty bitching, actually.
Yeah, he is.
It sounded like this. Also, Crumbs has posted news about another death spank. There's going to be a third death spank.
What? No, this has only just happened. What's happening?
It's cutting edge, right up to the minute.
He's talking about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't know. What's next?
Then there's a Sam & Max sale again.
Okay, I mean, technically it's news. Is that the whole news?
Yeah, I guess.
We've done the news.
Okay, that was the news. So yeah, what was your favourite news post out of those?
I'm gonna go back to the remix.
Oh yeah, you like it?
Well, yeah. I'm gonna find out who it was because I want to give proper credit for this.
A guy called Cooper.
No, there was someone. It was a guy called Boney who found out who it was who'd made the actual music.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate name, don't you think?
Well, it depends if he really is Boney or if it's a facetious name.
Right.
Wasn't there a poem in Grim Fandango? I called my cat Boney, but she said it wouldn't do, or something like that.
It's a reference to that. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, he found out who the guy was, and we tracked him down on MySpace, and yeah, he's got some interesting interpretations of some game themes. That was quite good. You know, you've heard the Monkey Island music so many times. It was nice to hear a different take on it. Sort of
and it's nice not to have like another rock theme, because that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I've all heard that before.
Yeah.
The PC Gamer podcast was quite interesting. Did you have a listen to it?
I listened to a bit of it, but then I sort of was trying to do some work and I tuned it out, and then I never really went back to it. I'd lost track of what was happening.
They sort of introduced Chuck Gordon, or whatever his name is,
Flash Gordon,
from Telltale and LucasArts, and then they sort of didn't really talk to him again. So he was a bit like the Spectre of the Feast. It felt like, and they had this really weird introduction as well. Like, you should actually listen to the PC Gamer podcast if you haven't heard this before. It's this thing they've just recently started doing, when they have this music which can only be described as jazz porn music, and jazz is pornographic to begin with.
Yeah,
jazz practically sounds like jizz, and it's popularly known as musical wanking. So to have kind of porny jazz music is double penetration of porn. And then they, over the top of that, they've got this. They've got these things where people send in comments about why they're a PC gamer.
Oh, I see.
It's really bizarre.
I did hear that. I remember it's people I don't know. It's a strange thing because I'm guessing it's just like an answer machine that they speak to.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I actually wondered what it would be like if we had something like that. Maybe
That's a
people
good idea. Yeah.
phoning in to say why they're an adventure gamer. So I thought it would sound a bit like this.
Hi, Mixamojo. I just want to say I'm an adventure gamer because I like to play with one hand. I can have another hand with a bagel, a donut, a hamburger.
Hi, Mix and Mojo. Love the podcast. I just want to say I'm an adventure gamer because I hate violence. That's the one thing we do not get in adventure games. Violence.
The Mix and Mojo podcast gave me anal warts. I hate you!
And that last one was actually my dad.
Was that really true? Anal
Yeah, he had to get
warts?
them burnt off.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Well, I apologise to him. I mean, yeah, I think that was. I mean, it's scary, isn't it? I mean, because it's not about the people who are fans of adventure games. It's about the type of people. And no offense to your dad, but it's about the type of people who phone up to express that.
Yep. He hasn't even heard the podcast.
Really?
He just got confused. And so that's just my little thing I did. But, you know, what we should be talking about, I suppose, is the very exciting news that Deathspank 3 is in the works. Although, did Deathspank 2 ever come out? Like, I sort of missed that. It felt like an
I don't
expansion
know.
pack,
I
didn't
think
it?
there was a sequel, but it felt it wasn't sure if it was like DLC or something. But it says here, Ron Gilbert fans rejoice, new Deathspank game. But then it says this new game was made without the involvement of Ron Gilbert. Because doesn't he work for Double Fine now?
Yeah, I think so. Also, he was blasted into space.
Oh, yeah, of course. But I don't think that was why he got fired. I mean, he got fired into space, but you see what I'm
Right.
saying. So we're getting into an interesting territory here, I guess, where it's a sequel to... Like, we don't really care about Hothead at Mojo, but we do have a sort of relationship with Ron Gilbert. And now that he's gone, we're still...
I'd like to give Ron Gilbert a hot head.
Well, that's exactly why he ended up in space in the first place.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to go to...
to get away from me.
I told you, it was a good conference. So yeah, we're going to end up covering Hothead now?
Yep. I don't know. It's all up in the air. It's all crazy stuff.
I mean...
Like, maybe we should cover anything that has ever mentioned a pirate. Do you think?
That would definitely... I would enjoy that more than I think I would enjoy covering, Back to the Future game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're getting into...
Did either of you... Oh, I should say, I haven't introduced Roger, our producer, who's in the background there. He's recovered his voice. Can you hear me, Roger?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to ask a question to both of you. Have either of you played Deathspank?
Yes.
I played the demo of it, yeah.
So, what was your opinion on this? Because I haven't actually played this game yet.
I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was funny.
Roger?
Yeah, it's okay.
Right. It's not. To be honest, that's not a brilliant opinion. We're going to need a bit more than that. Can you be more contentious?
Well, it's a bit more. It's a bit samey. I mean, you run on and hack enemies to bits, and you talk with people and get quests, and you hack more enemies, and you talk with more people, and you know how it goes. And then it ends.
So a threequel, is that a good thing? Are you going to play it? Are you going to buy it?
I haven't even played the sequel yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
So the answer is no, basically.
Well, it's
probably
no. Probably not.
Right. Good. I'm like Jeremy Paxman today. I'm getting direct answers.
Forcing people to answer.
So, and the final piece of news that there is to discuss is that there's another sale on at Telltale Games, as if those bastards haven't crammed it into your face enough. 66% off, which is practically, 100% off.
They're like
Might
those
as well be.
discount furniture stores.
Yep.
Where it's like every week there's a deal that ends at the weekend. And I mean, the thing that annoys me about this is that, in terms of Mix and Mojo, I think our community either already own those games, probably bought them very early on, or they have reasons for not owning them. And like in my case, I never played the first one in time for the second season to come out, and then ever since then it's catch up, and the idea of playing through like sort of 18 episodes now is like, that seems like a chore more than it would be something I'd enjoy. But I know that eventually they're going to put a deal up where they say $10, buy all of them, and I'm gonna do it. But until that happens, these sales are going to continue to bug me, because I mean, they're always on offer, aren't they?
Yeah.
You'd have to be mad to buy a Telltale game at full price at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
It just sort of cheapens the whole thing. I mean, their games are pretty cheap to begin with anyway. I mean, they are very kind of conveyor belt games.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
not sure I like that.
I can't say that counts for the quality of the games, because I've not played enough of them. But I know
they're okay.
I agree with you in principle that that's their business model in a sense, is get them done quickly, and not spend a huge amount of money, which is fine, because they started out very small, and there's no evidence that they're super rich at the moment, so they can keep doing whatever they need to do.
Oh, there's lots of evidence that they're super rich. Have you not seen their latest acquisition?
What have they acquired?
The Moon?
They've got the actual Moon.
Yeah, that was the only way they could get Ron Gilbert to work for them. From Double Fine.
Oh, really?
To buy the Moon, because they heard a rumor that he was on the Moon, and he's not anymore. So, egg on their face.
That's but it does, as you say, demonstrate their muscle.
Yeah.
Financially.
Now they're going to blow it up just to teach us a lesson.
Just to teach us a lesson.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Wow. Well, that's Telltale, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we've got time for. But we're going to have more exciting news about the Moon being blown up next week. It's going to be amazing.
Hopefully there'll be some news. We seem to get a little bit of news every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll find a way of reaching you in the ears.
We'll try our best to reach you in the ears.
And possibly some other areas as well.
No.
We'll see. No promises.
The LFN have told us we're not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah, after that court case. In my defense, I didn't know she was 13. I thought she was 14.